Yes, you can see the state I'm in. Stressed out, broke down, stuck in my thoughts when you answer my phone calls.
What's up, YouTube? It is Lyric, and I am back with another YouTube video. I know it's been forever since I've done an actual YouTube video, but I'm excited to be back. As you see, my whole background and everything is completely different. We've moved and done other stuff, so yeah, I'm excited to be back though. But make sure you like, comment, and also subscribe, and turn on that notification bell as well so you can be notified when I go ahead and upload some more content. All right, so I have the beautiful Onyx with me on this video. We just randomly, this just randomly came up. We had some stuff that we saw online that kind of disturbed our spirits, and we kind of felt like we wanted to come on here and kind of like talk about it. But I want Onyx to go ahead and introduce her beautiful self. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Onyx. You can follow me on all of my social medias at Steven Styles. That's STEVYN Styles, STYLEZ. Styles with the Z. And I will be having a channel soon, so just be looking out for me.
So yeah, you know, we've been talking about this crazy masculinity thing, and something popped up not too long ago, earlier today. We saw a picture of the gospel singer Smokie Norful. He was holding his son had fell asleep on top of him, and you had people uproar of people saying this is inappropriate, and this 16-year-old child should not be on his father like that. Just so many things, and me looking at it, I was like, I just can't believe that people are still this ignorant when it comes to affection, when it comes to their children and stuff like that. So many different comments. I got a few comments that I'm going to read out to you all. But Onyx, what do you feel about it? What is your view on showing love, especially to your child?
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like, it's not inappropriate. They're not naked. They're fully clothed. Like, this is this man's child. Yep. Like, he gave birth to this child. Yep. So why wouldn't he be able to fall asleep on him? It's not inappropriate or weird or anything gross like that to me. Like, if my kids want to sleep in the bed with me, okay, and like, if they want to show affection, like if they're not feeling good and they want to come lay up under me, like, as a father or a mother or a parent, like, it's okay to show your kids affection. And it just seems like in our community, like the black community, and like once the kid is older than 5, you can't hug or kiss them without it being an issue. And it's like, this stops the emotional growth of children.
It's crazy. Yeah.
They can't reach out to you emotionally, so then what do? They turn to other things. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and I honestly feel like if a lot of these children, if they were getting that type of love at home, you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff wouldn't be happening today that's happening today. It's like this, I don't know if it's off of the stuff that we've been taught and we're just passing it down through history, and we're pushing our children away. Don't hug me. Don't even tell them I said don't cry. Just stuff like that is just, it's so sad and it's heartbreaking. Like, to see some of the comments that I was reading, like one comment said, you know, past the age of 12 there should be boundaries. And I'm like, what boundaries?
But what boundaries did he cross? He fell asleep. It's like I'm saying, like, it's not an inappropriate, it's literally he fell asleep in his dad's arms. So what boundaries is he crossing?
It's crazy. One of the comments that I went ahead and what I wanted to do was gather some kind of like information just to see what people that follow me, what they kind of think. A young lady by the name of Brittany Washington, she said, it just looks weird because guys were supposed to be loving their kids like this all along. The world is hard enough. Can't believe this is even a question of right or wrong. And I agree with her. Why is this even a question of this being right or wrong? He's literally, and I'm gonna make sure I put the video up here, the picture up here so you all can see it. He's just literally laying on his father, and you don't know what this little boy could have been going through, what kind of love he needed in that embrace in that moment. This could have been something that calmed his spirit to keep him from going out into the world and doing something he has no business doing. It's his father. You know, it just blows my mind. Another comment, Shakita Darrell, I had to go off on somebody in a mom group because she said this was his business and he should have never posted it. Like, folks are dumb. She said the S word. I'm 34 and will still go and lay my overgrown butt in my mom's lap. And if my dad was still living, I'd do the same to him and dare somebody to say something. These are some weird folks who obviously were deprived of a lot of it, and it shows. And nothing's wrong with this. It shows to me something that she said. It's the what we were deprived of, that we normalize, you know, these things that we were deprived of, and carry this stuff down to our children.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. It's like, you gotta think, like, if you look at, like, going back before we were brought here, like, how Africans and, like, how they embrace and do things, and then it's like you get here, and because of how society broke the family down for the black family, it's like men don't know how to show emotions or how to watch another man show his children emotions. Like, are you jealous because you can't do that?
Yeah.
Like, what's the big deal?
And you know, the crazy thing about it is, I've even had to watch myself because, you know, I call everybody kings or queens. That's just what I do. I love calling out, you know, the highest of that individual, no matter who it is. And even when men, I really like, and kind of, you know, pull back on it, like saying king, because sometimes they take that as being, oh, that's gay. Another man shouldn't be calling another man king.
But
like,
how's that gay?
What?
It's not like you were like, high sexy, like, high beautiful, like, and even that, like,
it blows my mind that we've gotten that desensitized, and we're carrying that stuff down our children. Another comment that I got that I really loved from Jody Battle, she said, why is it so hard to fathom that young boys need the affection of their fathers too? That's why this world is so effed up. Not everyone is a perv or thinks of their own child in that way. Young men need to be shown love and affection too. How else would this world know love or be shown love? Stop the ignorance. And something that she said that was so powerful, that kind of really made me think, we are so perverted minded. Like, everything goes to sex or related to something sexual. We can't separate the lines of affection to sex. It's like, are we automatically going directly to that off of everything?
right.
It blows.
But I'm
my
like,
mind.
but why? Like, even, like, it is the weirdest thing, like, people, like, especially with certain things that have no bearings on you. Like, if he wants to let his son live like that, cool. It's like the Dwayne Wade situation with his daughter. Why does everybody jump to the genitalia and sex? Like, why is that the biggest thing versus what really is important? This man showing his child love and affection, and Dwayne Wade doing the same. And it just is mind-boggling. Like, that's the thing people go to. Like, first and foremost is what's down below and what's going on sexually. And it's more to that than that.
And it was crazy because I was looking through the comments of the original picture before I posted it, and it was a young guy. He basically said, no way should a 16-year-old male be laid up with pops like that at that age and size. It should not feel right to the son or father. Number one, to me, why shouldn't it feel right?
Right.
What makes this automatically? You can tell his mind has automatically went to perversion.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think Smokie. What is his name? Like,
I don't say Robinson.
I do want to say Smokie Norful. I don't think he was sitting there aroused off of his son. Like, it just blew that. Like,
but I'm saying, what? Like, so you're telling me at 16 that I shouldn't have love and affection
still a
for my parents? Like,
he's
you're
still a kid.
But shit, I mean, shoot, ugh. But like, at my age, I still want love and affection for my parents.
Seriously. And so, you know, going through the comments, you know, once you put a comment up, somebody's going to respond to it. And a guy basically commented, he was like, so my son are my babies. Whatever relationship you have with your sons is what you have. If my son says, Dad, may I just have my dad right now, I'm there. Sorry, but not sorry. You know, he was just basically saying, the guy was in law enforcement. He was saying that, you know, a lot of these young men that, you know, he's come across, the conversations that he's had with them, they wish they had a father that they can lean on like that. You know what I'm saying? That to get that type of embrace in your home,
right,
Just think about that wholeness. You know what I'm saying? And then it ends up turning perverted as you get older and you look for those things that you lacked when you were younger. And they find that it finds its way. The world will pervert. You know,
then
what
they don't know
need.
how to differentiate between love and affection and like lust and sexualization. Like a lot of people just hand in hand, they're the same thing. They're not.
And me, it was so crazy because when I saw the post, I'm not gonna lie, I got emotional. Because you don't see enough of that. And the way the little boy looked, like I said, I'll put the post up so you can see it. The way the little boy looked, the peace on this little boy's face, it gave me chills. Because it's not enough children that can have that peaceful look on their face when they're in the midst of their parents. A lot of these kids, some kids don't want to be under their parents like that, either because they're being pushed away, they're not treated right, they're not listened to, or some of them are being sexually abused and mistreated. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to see the comfort that little boy had in his eyes, to know that at the end of the day, no matter what I go through in this world, my dad has me. Another part of a lot of people didn't see, his mother. This was the most powerful part. Smokie Norful's mother.
His mother or the
Smokie Norful's mother.
Okay.
Came up, and while the little boy was laying there, she rubbed his head and she gave him a kiss. And you can see the generation of love, the generational love that as a family they shared. That was a safe haven for him. You know, he knew that he was gonna get what he needed in that moment, and you could just tell he was just so at peace.
But how is showing your child that you love them bad in any way? Like, and it's not a perverted love. It's literally like, ridiculous. I love you and I have your back.
It's ridiculous.
And you guys are mad for what? Because your parents didn't give you that love? Like, are you jealous because this? Like, what is the issue? Like, it has no bearings on you. What he does in his household has no bearings. He's showing his children to love their children, and it's going to keep being passed on. What are you showing your children?
And somebody said in the comments, it was funny because I was like, oh yeah, you know, you have to be careful because he turns into a mama's boy and stuff like that. And it can, what did they say? Something about being feminine and turning gay, basically.
Girl.
And this lady commented, it was the funniest. It's funny because it's true. Tupac was the biggest mama's boy ever. But he wasn't gay. Tupac was not gay.
I think he's a little bi, but that's another story.
Oh my God!
Like, it's my household. We were all mama's children, and all of us didn't turn out gay. So, I mean,
some of you turned out to be beautiful queens.
Okay.
And
So no, it's just ignorant. Like how people try to make things make sense, and then it's like you just sit back and you really see the ignorance of the world, and you just hope and pray that like images like this get out and change people's view on things, and you just try your best to just show like what you were taught growing up in this broken society. Like why is it so
and why does it even matter
to you? Like I never understood how somebody's private life has any bearings on you.
And thank you for saying that, because that brings me to our next topic. An amazing singer by the name of Darrel. He's a part of the Walls group. A video was uploaded on his timeline. Apparently it was for close friends, but one of those so-called close friends took the video, screen recorded it, and placed it, put it out for the world to see of him kissing his boyfriend. All right. You know the gospel industry went bananas.
Look, girl, most of those gospel girls are gay.
I said what I said.
Like,
this is. I saw a comment on this, and it cleared it up for me. He was gay when you were listening to his music, and it was saving your life.
Period.
Regardless, his anointing was the same. Regardless,
but now people know he's gay, and now but this is my thing. Okay, so you want to put him in his hell because he's gay, but what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're probably getting your hair cut, you're getting tattoos, you're eating shellfish, you're doing all of this, but he's going to hell and he's damned, but you're good.
But see, this is what I don't understand is we are not our avatar. And our avatar is our physical body.
Yeah.
And we have to understand that we are spirit, all right? Spirit has no gender.
None.
There's no gender.
There is no sexual.
There's
There's no sex. Like, outside this body, would you think God was a man and a woman? How are we all made in His image, but we have men, women, and intersex? Like, you have so many different things, but
it's, you know, and then one thing I learned about my journey and my walk, my whole foundation of what I believed in was shook, and it was the scariest thing for me, just because a lot of the brainwashing and stuff that I thought that was right for me, until I had a genuine experience with the divine myself, all that stuff, I was brainwashed to think that I was going to hell because I was gay. It's just so much, you know what I'm saying? And I tell people, for any of my followers, if you're struggling with that, if you're going through that, get a relationship with the divine, get a relationship with the source, go within, look within, because he, she, whatever you want, spirit does not care about that. Does not care anything about that. Your willingness is what spirit cares about. So I felt like this was very important to do because as Onyx's little brother is the same way with him. He doesn't even like to kiss his mom, you know, in front of people. He doesn't even like to say "I love you," you know, to the people that's close to him, and it just blows our mind. It's just like, I was taught to say "I love you," like.
But these kids nowadays just, you know.
It's so sad.
It is.
Even your sister is the same way. She doesn't like to really say that.
Yeah, I don't know. Their kids are weird nowadays. Like,
would you say they're desensitized? Or like,
sort of. Like, and then I feel like because of the era of social media, it's like they see all these things that are perceived wrong, or you have these major people who are like looked up to, and they, you know, you should be kissing the boys, or you shouldn't say I love you or hug since past this age. So they're exposed to a lot more. Yeah. So then when it comes time for real life, and it's like, if you still tell me I love you, like you can still say I love you. If you love somebody, tell them, like show that affection. But age of technology.
At first, I do want to say, Darrell, however you say your name, I just want to send you love, light, and peace, and just tell you to live your truth. Live your truth, please, because Source does not care anything about if you're with a woman or if you're with a man. Source does not care about that. Unconditional love and loving with integrity is what matters. Unconditional love does not have a gender connected to it. Be happy, live your truth. Do not suppress your truth, because you have ages of people telling you that you being you is wrong, because this is what they've been taught, and they've never truly had a true experience with the divine to know that the things that they've been taught and brainwashed and battered into their head is incorrect. Live your life. I see you, love, light, and peace. Smokie Norful, man, I want to commend you. I want to commend you for being that father that a lot of us needed. That father that is showing their children love and embrace. You know what I'm saying? Because as a young man who, my dad was in and out of my life, I wish I could do that, have that embrace with my father. And just to see that dynamic with your family, man, I commend you. Continue to do that. Don't let this crazy internet and what people have to say derail you from doing that. Keep giving that love to your child and allowing your child to get that embrace when your child wants that embrace. All right? What do you feel? You have anything you want to say?
I mean, you've pretty much said everything. Like, y'all just keep doing y'all. Don't worry about whatever. Like, that's what we need. We need people in this world to just do them unapologetically and live out loud, whatever it looks like. If that's loving your children, if that's whatever it is, just do you and don't stop doing you.
Yes. love you all. I'm so excited to be back on YouTube. We have a lot of stuff. We're gonna do some more stuff together too. So I like our dynamic. And make sure you all follow me on my social media. You can catch me on Instagram, Lyric Lyrick official. Connect with me on Facebook as well as under Lyric Music Lyrick MUSIQ. Make sure you connect with me there as well. And to all my evolutionary manifestors, keep working, keep evolving, and keep transforming into the person that you were designed to be. Ashe, kings and queens.